Okay, so first stop on our Uyuni Salt Flats tour, we stopped at this train graveyard. Now this is in the middle of the desert, and there are just a bunch of rusted out bits and skeletons of trains. And our tour guide told us that these trains were left here around 1910, so they're not that old, but it's definitely a cool place to stop and a really great place to get a lot of cool pictures. Quick pit stop at where they actually process the salt out here in Bolivia. So this is actually really cool. This is where they mine it and then they process it and they're selling it here and they sell it with different flavors. Just kind of cool to see that the salt in the salt flats is actually being used for consumption. It's really cool. Just kind of a cool process. This place is crazy. It looks like snow. It is not snow. It is salt as far as you can see. This is so freaking cool. We're out in the middle of nowhere here in the salt flats, and we are getting all kinds of really cool perspective photos where we're like posing with wine bottles and statues of Godzilla and Pringles cans and just having so much fun. This is a great part of visiting the salt flats, is getting to get these really cool photos out here where you can just kind of pose with things and kind of mess with people's perceptions, because it's so flat and it's so white that you can kind of get any sort of shot that you want. So now we're gonna bike ride through the salt flats. This is gonna be so much fun. That was so cool. So now we are on Cactus Island. Hold on, there we go. So all of these salt flats used to be one big ocean, and because it was a big ocean, they had islands, and this was one of them. What's crazy is this island is now covered in petrified coral. You can see it behind me, like all of this is coral. It's called Cactus Island because there are these huge cacti everywhere, and apparently they only grow 1 centimeter a year. So that means that for every meter that they're tall, they're 100 years old. And these things, like with this one right in front of me, it's easily 8 meters tall. So it's 800 years old. It's freaking crazy. Wait a second. Does that kind of look like, or like, I think more like that. Hey guys, it is so cold and so windy. I'm filming this inside the car so you guys can hear me okay. But first we hit one of the lagoons, the blue lagoon with all the flamingos, and just now we're at the red lagoon. Now this lagoon is red because of some type of algae that grows on the top of it, and it's so pretty. But it is just like this really pretty like brick red, and there's some flamingos in there. Our guide told us that over 30,000 flamingos actually do live on this lake, but they're in the middle so we can't really see them. There are a few right on the edge that we can see, but this is just so beautiful, and we're surrounded by mountains and blue skies and just like these crazy clouds, and it's so pretty, but it's so cold. Like I'm so like windburn. Oh my gosh. This is awesome. do you think?
It's beautiful. I've never seen anything like it anywhere in the world.
Isn't this insane? This is the most beautiful sunset I've ever seen in my life. We are just getting the last of the light. I don't think I've ever seen a sunset so pretty in my whole life. Oh, it's so cold. My feet are freezing. I got them very, very wet. And now they're covered in salt and water and cold. But the pictures are so gorgeous. You guys get to just see this view right now.
Right now.
So cold, but so happy.
How are your toes?
I don't have any anymore. They're gone. So cold.